Aloha everyone. This is the presentation on the article titled Teacher Education for Cultural Identity in Fiji. We're going to I'm going to talk a little about Fiji and also the Pacific on a one of the arguments that this paper makes is whether there is a relationship between culture and education. And if there is a relationship, is it important for it to be in our classroom, or is it important for the teachers to be to understand and to help students understand that there is a relationship between culture and education? Also, we're going to look at how we are going to balance Western education and also our cultures, mainly in the South Pacific. Here in this slide, we have a young man from Fiji who's a student holding, trying to balance Western education and culture in the school system that he's attending. Some of the steps in which teachers are going to achieve this is that first, they must recognize and know of their own cultural identities. They must know where they come from, they must know the culture, the custom, and they must also know the background of the society that they are in. And then they need to understand and respect the cultural identities of those around them, or in specific the Western education. The Fiji College of Advanced Education has put together courses in which these teachers are going to be better prepared to meet these requirements. These course is called Education and Society in the South Pacific. Here we have a young man holding both the traditional materials of learning and teaching materials of a contemporary school. And so later on, we're going to look at how these two come together, how they're going to blend together in order to create a better learning environment for the students in the South Pacific. Before, our people or in the South Pacific or in Fiji would learn through word of mouth. It was the only way of teaching family members and trying to preserve our cultures and values and also our cultural identity. But some years went by, and then Western education crept into our society. They pulled our children away from home, sometimes never to return. You can see this airplane, air Western education, just a one-way trip. Also, along with the use of technology, which in the end, every young man and woman need to have a firm foundation in each of their own culture beliefs. This Chinese proverb says, "We cannot know of the village where we're going unless we know the village of whence we came." So that's very important. We need to know our own societies and our own background before we start learning others. Also in Fiji, students are exposed to the school system of Britain, where they teach you math, English, science, and commercial study. But the problem is, neither the two have the opportunity for the students to gain knowledge. Konahelu Thaman said, neither group is becoming culturally literate. The other problem that they are facing is the process of cultural erosion, whether teachers are focusing on just one part and ignoring the other, or teachers are not excited, or that teachers are already affected by the cultural erosion when they attended school and their teachers were already in that process. And so there needs to be this balance. We have now realized that Western education brings along with that money, power, independence, and that teachers, if they are trained right, they will move towards a more balanced bicultural approach that adds to each person's primary cultural makeup. So wherever you're from, you will have that opportunity to learn about other cultures. Also, the FCAE put a teacher education program. We're going to interact teachers together. They're going to challenge them to use a variety of teaching techniques and also take role in a teachers took the role of a person from a different culture. The presentation format covered oral, ceremony, dance, debate, put a dance together, music. One of the and some of the responses that these teachers had, we're going to be in the next slide. Here's some familiar faces. The responses that they had was that teachers excel the most in the areas that they are familiar with, displaying a high level of confidence in what they know, and in other words, they do best and what they know best. However, they weren't very comfortable with the writing skills that they were given. Just a note on the side, teachers affirmed that they felt more sure of their identity, also gained respect for the other cultures. In conclusion, we need these two to go together. And we need to appreciate Western imports because they provide new skills for our people. And to close with, the statement said, our culture makes us who we are. And with the help of Western education, who we will eventually become. And so we're going to become teachers that we're going to empower our students, we're going to lift and inspire them so that no one is left behind. Mahalo. Something that's better.